What is up, everybody? This is Stock Market Education, and today we're going to be analyzing the stock market and deciding whether or not we should be buying, holding, or selling. Let's get into it. With retail sales plunging 8.7%, movie theaters and talks to go bankrupt, the Fed surpassing $5 trillion worth of debt on their balance sheet for the first time ever, catastrophic collapse in earnings all across the board, and yet the stock market has only seen a 14.6% retracement, investors are left with the question of should we be buying, holding, or selling stocks. It says here that Goldman said the world lowers U.S. GDP by as much as 10% in April. It now expects full year growth in the U.S. of negative 3.8% on an annual average basis. It expects that after April, that drag on the economy will gradually fade about 10% per month. And on the bottom in blue is really scary. It says Goldman Sachs now says US GDP will shrink 24% next quarter. With all of this analysis, it's safe to say that the US and global economy will see a recession when Q2 results come out in July, and there is a possibility for this health crisis to become a Great Depression. Let's look at the restaurant business for a moment. McDonald's saw a 22% decrease in sales for the month of March despite a 7.2% growth in January and February. Cheesecake Factory takes a 46% comparable sales hit in March, and Yum Brands has closed 7,000 restaurants worldwide. Towards the end of March, revenues for restaurants dwindled down to negative 33%, and restaurants were already struggling to make revenues before that with an average of about 5% for revenues. But now they have been limited to curbside pickup, which isn't nearly enough to pay the bills. Restaurant reservations plummeted to 0%, literally zero, losing 100% of their business, and the restaurant business is already a tough business to succeed with in a perfect market. 60% of restaurants don't make it past the first year of business, and 80% of restaurants don't make it past 5 years. Tens of thousands of restaurants that would have succeeded are now going to go out of business instead. Now let's take a look at Las Vegas for a moment. There have been headlines like coronavirus shutdown will hurt Las Vegas, but strong rebound likely, and I'm pretty skeptical about this because people have to be comfortable with a lot of things before they even get to Vegas. You know, people have to be comfortable flying on a plane to get to Vegas first, then they have to be comfortable in big crowded casino floors, bars, and restaurants and cafes. Vegas's whole business model only works with crowds, and it's probably going to take Vegas about 5 to 10 years to get back to the levels we just saw 2 months ago in February. And it's going to take a long time to recover because people who lost their jobs won't have money to spend. Many people will be scared of the virus as well as the stability of the economy. All of this brings us back to the question of should we be buying, holding, or selling stocks during this time? And the answer is it depends. The vast majority of stocks out there should be avoided simply because of the fact that many companies aren't even giving out guidance. In other words, uncertainty is so high that businesses can't even forecast guidance. But the markets don't seem to care about anything other than news about the virus. However, this narrative will eventually run its course, and the markets will come to the sobering realization that we're in a situation that makes the 2008 financial crisis look like a joke. If you're thinking about buying or holding stocks, make sure that they have strong balance sheets to get them through the next quarter or so, and we need answers for questions like how quickly will Americans be able to get their jobs back, when will a vaccine be developed, and how long will it take to mass produce vaccines and tests. Thank you guys for watching the video. Click the like button and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and have a great day. Bye.